Please be advised of the disclaimers.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Pinnacle Trading here. Had a solid week this week, even though markets were pretty choppy. Had 4 out of 4 wins alerted in this trading chat room, and it took a few others myself on my personal account that I didn't share in the chat room, but they were a little bit more risky. But we had overall a solid green week. 2 were on SQQQ, 1 was on TVIX, 1 was on TQQQ, which was a option that was a put from 2.3 to 3.0, $70 per put profit, and also shorted Shopify. So this was alerted about 1 to 2 weeks ago, but we took profits on this one to this week, so I alerted that in this post right here. That was shorted from, sorry, that should say 305 to 290, short from that one. So about $15 per share profit on that one on the short. So that should be 305 to down to 290. And today we're going to take a look at S&P 500, look at the stock markets to see what's going to happen next week based on my analysis, and let's get into it. Again, before we start that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified. All right, let's jump into it. So S&P 500, what happened today? Exactly what I expected. I was expecting a sideways movement in the market and a gap up at close. As usual, a lot of people are they're just hoping that the G-20 summit, which is on Saturday tomorrow, that's going to be June 29, 2019. That's going to be tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it is due to the time difference. It's going to take place in China, I believe. But the G-20 summit, we're going to take a look at and see what happens in that one. But that one, President Trump is meeting with China's President Xi, and they're going to discuss the trade deal and what's going to go happen with the tariffs. So it's a big movement in the market coming up next week. Either we go up big or we go down big. Hoping for the downward movement so I can pick up stuff cheap. So let's get into the technical analysis on this one. Why I see markets gapping up a little bit Monday morning and then coming down again. But again, it all depends on the news, what happens. So tomorrow's going to be a big day, so just watch out on CNBC. Just look up on Google, read the news, and stay up to date to it. And also be alerting it in my chat room as well. So let's look at today. We got a sideways movement pretty much, small buying volume bar here and huge buying right at the close. So instead of bull trap, let's zoom out in the markets and let's take a look at it. So right here, let's zoom in a little bit on this one, on the recent markets. So what I'm going to do is get rid of these alerts so that they're out of the way in the charts. Okay, so right here, I'm watching this support right here at 290 and then 292 support. So what happened recently? We got a nice run up, break of all-time highs, 296.31, and let's zoom in a little bit more here. And then we got a sell-off immediately from there. So we got an inverse hammer on that one right there. And then what happened? We got the doji right there forming, and we got a bearish signal as soon as it broke that EMA. As soon as it broke, headed down to that 9 EMA and tried to come down over there. We saw MACD overbought, RSI overbought right there, touched on the 70, came down, and we saw a sell-off all the way down to about 290. It didn't break 290, which was support I was looking for to break. So seems pretty rigged in the markets right now. It came to about 290.1, just couldn't break 290. So was this a bull trap? Was this a bear trap? Or what's going on in the markets right now? We need to zoom out a little bit more to get a better understanding. So look at this region right here. This similar pattern we can identify right here, and this section right here. So if you can see my mouse, the cursor, again, just take a look at this section right there, and then let's go back into this one. So what happened? We got a triple top test, and then we saw that big correction at the end of the year, and that's exactly what I'm looking for this year. I don't see markets breaking to another all-time highs. Maybe if we get good news out of tomorrow, Saturday's G20 summit, but I don't see markets really breaking over 300 this year. Again, could be wrong. This is just my analysis and from what I see. Again, we're still due for a market crash, at least a big correction leading into a crash, maybe recession next year. a lot of factors that people are overlooking. So looking at this, we've seen the numbers, best June for the Dow since 1938, S&P 500's best first half for 2 decades. So we're closing out on June after today's trading day, and we'll be heading into July, second half of the year, on Monday again. So from what I see here, let's look at the Fibonacci chart to get a closer price movement on this one. So again, we hit that lows over here, recovered, and we even broke all-time highs right over here. But right now, I'm seeing a solid support at 290. So I'm not going to take any short position or any put position in the market until I see the 290 break and we start heading into about 288. See the support break right here. Every time it gets right there, bounces up. Every time it gets there, bounces up, and that's why whenever we saw this 290 break here, huge red candle, we saw sell off all the way down to the next Fibonacci support on this one. And this script, you get it free with the membership. So if you are a membership user, send me a message if you don't have them. Okay, and we saw support all the way down at 280 and then 272. So that was a small correction right there, not even 10%. Right there. So I'm looking for next one where we break that 290 all the way, come down to 285, bounce up a little, come down, test that 280 and break through the support. So once we see that support break over there and we see these lows break over here all the way down here, so looking for this to break into end of this year in 2019. Whenever we break this, that's probably where we enter into the market crash. But anything where it comes down to in this region, that's just going to be a correction, pretty big correction if we break that 270 and come down to the 230s. So that is my analysis in the market. It all depends on tomorrow and what happens with the China trade deal at the G-20 summit. So keep up to date on that with the news, and also keep everyone updated in the chat room as well, whether you're a member or a non-member. So hope this video helped you out. Again, this is just my analysis. I'm not a professional stock trading advisor, so this is my analysis and what I see in the market from my education. Hope this video helped you out. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to see a market correction or a huge crash, or maybe even a recession this year or next year in the markets, in the economy? Leave that in the comments below. Hope this video helped you out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified on all my future videos. Also make sure to support Pinnacle Trading on our social media. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again in my next video.